Welcome to CCPTools. In this video, we are going to talk about shunt measurement. What is a shunt? A shunt is a known small resistor that can be used as an accurate and robust component for measuring current in a circuit. The typical rating of a shunt is in the range of a few millivolt per ampere. For example, 50 millivolts per 50 amperes. This means that the resistance of the shunt is 1 milliohm, which is a small resistance value. In some extreme cases, the shunt resistance could be as low as 0.1 ohms, which is still low. Do you know why the shunt is preferable to the clamped DC ampmeter? It is cheaper, simpler, more robust than an ampmeter, more accurate than a clamp-on DC meter, especially in confined spaces and at low currents. Requires a millivolt resolution multimeter, which is available. You can leave it in place for the life of the design. Where could shunt be used? The shunt is used to measure the current, so it should be installed in series in the circuit. The shunt is installed between two terminals on the path of the current to be measured. For example, on the output of the power supply, or anode cables in positive junction box, or bonding cable between to pipe, or many other places. How is a shunt used? First, measure the voltage difference between two sides of the shunt using a multimeter, then calculate the current based on its rating. For example, if 9 millivoltage difference is measured between two sides of the shunt with 50 millivolts per 75 amps, it means 9 times 75 divided by 50 equals 13.5 amps. No need to worry about the calculation. Open CCPTools, select measurement and then shunt measurement. There are two options: typical shunt or selected shunt. For the typical shunt, you can select your shunt from the list, which includes the most common shunts on the market. Then enter the potential difference for the shunt and press the calculate button. You can then see the shunt specification and the current flowing through the circuit. If your shunt is not in the typical shunt list, you can go to the selected shunt option and enter the maximum rated potential change across the shunt and the maximum rated current of the shunt, as well as the potential difference across the shunt. Then press the calculate button. CCPTools will calculate the shunt specification and the current flowing through the shunt. And that brings us to the end of this overview. Thanks for watching.